Hey everybody, it is Wednesday night and it's time for Super Geeked Up.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, Francis, we drowned out your opening music there that you like to do. Hey everybody, my name is Jeff. Welcome to Super Geeked Up. This is your live weekly geeky pop culture show. We talk zany geeky topics, play fun geek-themed improv games. We're so glad you're here with us. I see a lot of people already in the chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm joined as always by my co-host from Sincere Sarcasm. It is Francis Fernandez.
Hi, everyone. Woo! Hope you're having an awesome night tonight.
All right. And we are joined by, one returning guest and one new. They are both, though, from Broken Swords, The Last in Line, a film they will tell you a little bit more about later. But it's Michael Babbitt and Chris Jones.
Woo! Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys. Thank you for coming back, Michael. Welcome, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
Chris is silent. He doesn't care. He doesn't.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm just waiting for Michael to shut up.
All right. Yes. All right, guys. Yeah, it's gonna be like this.
This is actually really good because I don't have to see Chris.
You should just put a little cardboard thing over his square in the
over video. Square right here.
Do the thing where you can just see my mouth, like they do on Conan or whatever.
All right. Hey, listeners. So actually, listeners, since we've gone through this new StreamYard format, there's actually no way to play a music stinger anymore. So Francis kind of provides for us in the beginning. He does such a great job.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So we had a lot of fun stuff. We're going to play superhero later. We're going to do the Let's Geek It On dating game. We're going to have some cool Star Wars talk. I know Michael's going to like that because he and I got.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk some vehicles and ships in Star Wars. And lots of other fun stuff. But first, we got our super geeky question of the day, which Francis has for us.
Well, we're talking about broken swords, but we're actually going to be discussing ones who use whole swords, ones that are intact still. And therefore, we would like to know from you guys in the audience, as well from us, who are the greatest fictional swordsmen and women out there in all of cinema, movies, books, television, you name it. We want to know it. What do you guys think?
All right, before we get to you guys, let me give, this is actually, here's Zaza the boss. This is one of my students. I tutor high school kids. So thank you so much for watching. This is an inside joke. Which we
Waffle Arrow.
It has to do with the show Arrow on the CW that ended last year, because we would talk about those shows like Flash and Arrow during our tutoring sessions. I mean, obviously, we're, of course, working on academic stuff the whole time. But,
sure you are.
But anyway, thank you for watching. He said he was going to put that in there when he watched, so I want to put that on the screen. And obviously, keep chatting. And folks, please share your answers.
Sounds like a new porn name for somebody.
Oh, boy. All right. Your favorite fictional swordsmen and women. I'm totally down with this choice that Tammy has, because Willow is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh.
It has Mad Mardigan, of course.
I was going to agree with Tammy on that one. Mad Mardigan's the best.
That's a nice choice.
They even say in the movie, he's the greatest swordsman in the land or something, right?
That's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you, Tammy.
If you're going to be pretentious like me, you'd pick one of the Three Musketeers. But then,
sure.
You have to remember their names and the correct pronunciations.
Athos, Porthos, Artemis, D'Artagnan.
There you go.
I'm a big Three Musketeer fan. Yeah. Okay, this is not true, my student. No work all time.
Yeah. He's totally calling you out.
Look, I need more business.
Calling you out.
I need more business, not less. Come on.
That's awesome.
I like Victor's comment.
Let's see what Victor
Michael
has to
York,
say.
Definitely.
From the 1973 Three Musketeers, the sword fights are amazing. Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That's D'Artagnan. You haven't seen the 73?
No, I've seen a bunch of Musketeers, but not that one.
Oh, man, I need a table to flip.
Yeah, that's he's D'Artagnan in that.
All right, I got to check it out. That's awesome. Cool. Thanks, Victor. Hopefully, Francis, this is probably an anime one. I'm guessing Reaper Cheap.
Oh, Reaper Cheap. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
What is
that? Witch in the Wardrobe.
Oh, the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. Okay, it's not anime. Excuse me. Wow, I did not. I should have known that then. I like that.
I was thinking it was Pokemon.
That's nice.
It sounds like a Pokemon. It sounds like a Pokemon.
Reaper Cheap's the little mouse.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay. Tammy had a crush on Michael York in The Three Musketeers.
Nice.
Tammy also has another fantastic choice, which would be way up on my list: the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah. I'm not left-handed either.
Yeah, that's right. And Inigo Montoya, of course, I would put up there. Anyway, so let's go to you guys. I know maybe your answers have already been taken, but that's okay. But the chat, Michael, who do you like?
Well, there's some. Wow, there's. So many answers that you can give to this. But one that's always been partial to, probably because in fantasy fiction, that was really the first series I ever read of fantasy books, and I'm going to go with Elric of Melniboné.
Ooh.
Oh man, you took my answer.
Well, sorry.
What is that from?
Elric of Melniboné.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the Elric novels?
Michael Moorcock.
Oh my God,
Michael Moorcock,
Jeff.
I need another table to flip.
Back the truck up, Jeff.
So tell me about it.
Well, it was you've never heard of Morcox, the Eternal Champion?
I have not. I've read a decent amount of fantasy, but no, I've heard of it.
Numbers of series. There's like 15 different characters, and they're all incarnations of the Eternal Champions. They all started with Elric, which was back in the 60s and the 70s. And Elric was sort of his rebuttal of the traditional swords and sorcery hero like Conan and characters like that.
He was sort of anti-pulp.
He was an albino who was really weak, and he had to actually use magic and potions in order to gain his strength. Have you ever heard of the sword Stormbringer?
I think so.
That is Elric's sword.
Okay, I got you.
And so I'm gonna have to go with Elric. So
all right. Well, the original Witcher, I like that because the Witcher is great.
That's a good point. Who is it? There's a guy on YouTube named Razor Fist who goes into a very thorough breakdown at how the author of The Witcher basically ripped off Michael Moorcock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really on point.
The Witcher author.
Ripped off Elric of Morcock's Elric character
for The Witcher.
Witcher.
Interesting for
a
Geralt.
lot of similarities you were saying. So
all right, so people like Adventure Industries are jokingly ragging on me for not knowing that.
Hey, Adventure Industries, you're comment about Sanjiro? Love you, man.
I was going to say that's a good point. I like Sanjiro a lot.
Kurosawa was my favorite director of all time. Yeah. So anything Kurosawa related, yes.
I got Mike to watch Sanjiro meets Zatoichi a couple weeks ago,
which is great.
All right.
Zatoichi was the original blind swordsman.
Oh, nice. All right, excellent choice. Very good. Thanks for letting me know about that. And obviously, folks, please feel free to rag at me as much as you like. Obviously, one thing we do always do in this show, though, because I'm going to put that out there, not because of myself, but I think this is good in general, is if you have not seen something we talk about, I never get down on someone for it because there's so much stuff out there, and I think you should like whatever you like. And it's fine if you don't love Star Wars like I do, or you haven't seen.
I've never heard of that. What is it?
Okay,
Star Wars.
Good,
Star Wars.
Good. I'll tell you about it later. We're going to talk about it later. I can tell you all about it. It won't take very long. It's not. It's only like.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. It's going to happen occasionally. Like I'm going to blip out there. Hopefully, I'm back now.
You are.
Great. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Jalou. That's a good merchandise opportunity. Yeah, like a thing you can, wipe your like a bandana, I guess, Jeff. I don't know.
I don't. Anyway.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Iden Versio. Star Wars is awesome. I like that. Iden Versio. That's from the Star Wars Battlefront 2 novel. I've read that. That's the main characters. That's actually a really cool book.
Well,
what was that?
Oh, now see, I guess I'm the only one who's read this one now. It's it was based off the Battlefront 2 video game, but they did a novel, and it's actually one of the well-known female Star Wars authors. She's written a lot.
Is it the one from England who used to be in the British military before when she was discharged, she became a writer? So she brought a lot of military knowledge to the Star Wars. She did a lot of clone trooper novels.
You know what? I would have to go back and look. I don't know if that's her. I'm blanking on her name right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But anyway, Iden Versio it's actually from the perspective of the TIE fighter pilots. It's actually the Empire they're focusing on, which is pretty cool. All right. Have the guest Necrotes every show this gets brought up. Have the guest heard of Jeffy Quinn?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
I have.
You've been on the show before. Of
Yes,
course,
I have.
Every time.
I know. Every time.
Every time.
Anyway, for Chris, I guess who may not know, it's one of the fans put my face on Harley Quinn's body as Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
That sounds hot.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It is precious beyond belief.
In 2 seconds, somebody's gonna tweet it out like they always do, and they're gonna share it with you, so you get to see it.
So many good answers in the chat.
I know. Let's see here.
This is a really hard one because there's so many good ones.
Who's
Red Sonja for?
Does anybody know this one on the screen?
Goemon?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
But I bet when you say what they ran,
Chaz, help us out. Tell us what that is. We want to hear about it.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Zaza there, we are going to talk about Star Wars later in the show, so hang tight. We're definitely we have a lot of Star Wars stuff to talk about.
Yeah, no arrow.
I like Zaza's avatar. The boss avatar.
All right, good. By the way, Tammy, yes, we can't not talk about Xena, I think. Xena's great. As you just mentioned, one of my choices, and I actually used it as the picture for today's show, is Red Sonja. Is an awesome swordswoman. We got Jamie Lannister here from Adventures in Industries.
Is he the one that got killed by the little guy?
No.
Well, come on. Well, tell us then, Francis. You're a huge Game of Thrones.
No, he doesn't. Oh, you want? Okay.
Well, no, and not if you're spoiling anything, but it's all out, right? So
yeah, it's all out.
Oh, I'm thinking
spoiler alert. I guess
a rock falls on him and he dies. Well, a castle falls on him and he dies.
This is in the TV show.
In the book, he hasn't gotten there.
They haven't gotten there yet. So
yeah. So who knows how he actually?
He's the one that got poisoned when he was being coronated or whatever it was.
Oh, that's Joffrey.
Joffrey.
That's actually. That did happen in the books, right?
It did happen in the books, yeah.
Yeah, because
I read those books so long.
I read the first 4. I haven't read Dragons, but
I read them so long ago, and then
wow.
Actually,
I can't remember anything.
Chris actually introduced me to him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well,
I mean, they're out like 90 something, right? So they've been out for
97, I think, when the first one came out.
I was living in Taiwan at the time, and they didn't have any English bookstores because it's Chinese.
Sure.
But then I found there was a children's bookstore off of one of the Taipei city's main parks. It's this huge park. It's a children's bookstore, and they did English, French, and Chinese children's books. And it turns out when you go upstairs, they had a whole section of science fiction and fantasy that somebody who worked in the store imported. And that's where I found the George R.R. Martin, the first book. I think it was the one of
Game of Thrones is the first, or
Clash of
Clash of Kings.
Yeah, and I read it and I was blown away because it was unlike anything else I'd read before that. It's because the characters are getting killed, they're killing off children, they're doing all kinds of really crazy crap. So I told him about it, and I was like, "Man, you got to read this book. It's the best series ever written." And then 20 years later, it's kind of like I don't care anymore. I don't remember anything, and HBO can,
look, it's not like you'll ever see the last 2 books of this series anyway. So don't worry.
But so you say your answer to this question is no?
He's
Martin never end the series.
No, he's not. He's on the 6th of 7 books right now, and he's only halfway through.
And
that's only one more.
He's been in ill health for years.
Yeah, and he's been working on the 6th book for like 8 years. It's like 8 years.
Well, it's because he was doing the TV show
since 2014 is when.
Well, he bailed. He bailed on the TV show like 3 or 4 seasons in. I read because the 2 showrunners, the 2 Davids, completely missed the point of everything he was trying to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. All right, let's get some other answers here from the chat. Faux Shot says, Eowyn from Lord of the Rings, I am no man, right before the Witch King kill is still my fave. Nice choice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. Necrotis keeping with the Hobbit theme here. Good swordsman is Bilbo Baggins with Sting.
Definitely most underrated.
Yes, that's true. You're right. He also says, so let's take a break from Jeffy Quinn once Lady Face Slap gets her day. That's another inside joke. He always, all right, maybe we'll see. Now, unfortunately, my student Zaza wants to see Jeffy Quinn so bad. Now, you really don't.
No.
You really, really don't.
It's out there. Yeah. No.
Don't look for it.
What did Leonard Nimoy sing?
Yeah, he sang a Bilbo Baggins song.
Oh, it was Bilbo Baggins song.
Did Leonard Nimoy have a sword fight?
No.
No,
does
Shatner sang something too.
Shatner did Lucy and the Sky with Diamonds.
Oh, that's right. That's the best delivery.
If you have not heard, you owe yourself a listen to that because it is amazing.
He hams it up so much, but he's so subtle in his hamming.
I don't know. His version of Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know.
I've never heard that.
Has he? Shatner did that?
Shatner does a version of Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that sing talky thing he does?
Oh yes.
That's great.
So one of my choices, which had not been mentioned yet, one of my favorite characters is Zorro, an amazing swords.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Another. Yes, I mean, like that's his shtick is swordsmanship. Yeah.
And by the way, I know we were talking about this recently. I think Necrodius will give me the thing. I did find the '90s Zorro show series that I was looking for from what I loved as a teen. It's on actually Crackle, which you can get for free a couple of the seasons.
A '90s Zorro.
It was like a mid '90s Zorro. I think it was on at the time what was called ABC Family or whatever family
TV series.
Yeah, it was a TV series. And it was great. It was again a very 90s family, but it was a great. The actors were great. It was a good adventure.
I like George Hamilton's Zorro. Do you remember that?
No, I forgot actually.
Oh, all right. I won't spoil it for you.
What's the spoil? Right? He saves the girl.
No, it's called Zorro. It's literally the name of the movie is called Zorro the Gay Blade.
Oh, all right. All right.
Oh, there you go.
That was like either late 70s or early 80s.
Like 79 or something like that.
Wow. All right.
We got Lancelot from the Arthurian Legends. That's a good choice.
Absolutely.
Victor, I noticed Victor's comment. I think he's playing off of when you were talking about Bilbo Baggins with Sting. He goes Sting from the Rock Band Police, but I wanted to say, but you could tie that into Dune. But he's not a swordsman in Dune. He's a knife fighter.
Right.
But it's a little bit of a stretch.
But Tammy does know what you're talking about with the
Zorro the Gay Blade. There you go.
There you go. All right. Excellent. So Francis, I'm sorry. Do you have any other ones you wanted to add that we haven't talked
about? Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you're going to literature, I'll do modern fantasy with Richard Rahl from the Sword of Truth series.
Yes.
The author unfortunately passed away this month. Did you hear that?
He?
No way.
Terry Goodkind he died. Yeah.
I had no
shit. That sucks.
He keeps writing more and more in that universe, and I was
dude was really prolific.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of the story itself. I didn't like. I mean, it is what it is. If you're into what he likes, which is apparently BDSM stuff, which is fine.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that. I just didn't like that world. He's a good writer. Don't get me wrong. I think he's really good. His prose and everything is well done. I just don't like that world, that setting. It just doesn't appeal to me.
I love that. I actually got into it from the TV show Legend of the Seeker. I actually thought that was better than the books, amazingly enough.
But. That my wife and I actually watched the 2 seasons of that, and it's actually not half bad.
Francis and I really like it.
It's very dated. It's very Xena, Hercules,
But I love all that stuff. I love it.
Yeah. But it actually wasn't half bad.
I've only ever seen one episode of Xena.
Oh, all right.
I've never seen the show.
Really good.
Now I'm going to flip tables. No, Hercules.
Yeah, flip a table. And I saw it by accident. I didn't even try to see it.
Saw it by accident. Come on, get out of here.
No, I was in Hong Kong in a hostel, and I flipped the TV on, and it was the only channel I could get because this was like before these buildings in Hong Kong had cable, I guess, and Xena was on, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it, and then I just ended up falling asleep because I don't know. I'm not knocking the show. I just didn't. Yeah. I've never watched it.
That's all right. That's cool. Tammy's going to give you a beat down now, though.
No.
That's right. Tammy's flip tables right now.
Yeah. And I just got one more. I'll just say my one last one, and that's Master Li Mubai from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, dude, yeah.
Wait, is that the Chow Yun Fat character?
Chow Yun Fat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Michelle Yeoh's character is no slouch either.
No,
right? Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, she knows how.
She goes on to I don't know if you guys have seen the sequel, but it's really good.
I have
Destiny.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Chris, did you say anything?
I said I enjoyed it.
No.
Swords person.
Did you say? I don't know if you
I'm sorry. Yeah. Did you have another one that we haven't mentioned? I thought Chris.
No, I'm confused. What are we talking about?
Swords person. He's asking.
I don't think you said who you think is the best swordsman.
Or woman.
Or woman.
All right. Okay. I know he's not the best swordsman, but it had the biggest impact on me at a certain age, and it was Arnold's Conan, with that really cheesy thing that he does that's in all the trailers and doing the sword out in front of himself, and it's like so bad, but I love it because I love that movie so much. And John Milius, the writer, is just a freaking genius.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with Conan as the best swordsman. I mean, I mean that's always something that's arguable.
And it has the original voice of Uncle Iroh, Mako.
Yes, it does.
As the shaman. I mean, that movie has everything.
All right, folks. I gotta get to these comments, guys. I gotta get to these comments. Sorry, there's just so many. I don't want to make sure I get to them. So first off, Zaza says, my guy Francis is always smiling. I love it. So yes, Francis, you have a new fan and my student there. He's a big fan of yours now.
Hey.
Jalou also makes a great comment. Technically, Highlander widowed down to the best sword fighter. Yes, because there can be only one.
There can be only one.
Yeah, but see, that gets invalidated with Highlander 2, The Quickening.
I'm going to ignore all that with Highlander the series, which is much better than any of the movies.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you.
I would debate that about the first movie.
But
the TV series expanded the
lore. I think the TV series blows away all the movies, actually. I know people love the first movie. I actually don't think it's that great. I think it's okay.
That's okay.
I know it's a cult. It's got a big cult following, though. And there wouldn't be a series without it, right? So, hey, I respect it.
Just like Stargate.
That's
true.
Like the
Griffin. I like the baby Griffin.
Actually. I like
well, I like the movie Stargate, but I think the TV series is much better than the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Want to expand so many series, spin-offs, too. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Zen, I think you already know this, but the question is best swordsman or woman, fictional swordsman or woman? That's right. Necrodia says, no BDSM, that's you. It's all, dairy erotica. We started talking about dairy erotica last week.
Oh, no, because of milking a pig.
Milking a pig, yes.
Can you milk
forget it. Don't ask. Just be glad you weren't here last week, guys.
I honestly don't know.
Wasn't that in a movie once where they were saying you can milk anything with nipples?
Didn't Tammy say we could, right? Tammy established that you could if it was female?
Yeah.
But do we want to?
No. Why not? I don't know.
Okay, Jeff. That answers that.
Here's some pig cheese.
Ventures Industry says The Bride from Kill Bill. That's
what I was thinking about about 5 minutes ago. Excellent choice.
We got Zen saying Lothar from the World of Warcraft. She's a big WoW fan.
Lothar, yeah.
Oh, by the way, Tammy says my child runs in. Did he just say he's only seen one episode of Xena? Go tell her it was on accident, or she'll really get pissed off.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic, actually. This is great. By the way, I agree. Gabrielle and Joxer were both great Xena characters. Joxer was actually probably my favorite regular on Xena. It's great. Deadpool. Oh, I guess Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool does do swords, right?
Yeah, he does. He's got his little his katanas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But is he really one of the best? I don't know.
Well, hey, you said, but yours wasn't the best either, right? You just like ones you like.
That's trut No, that's a good point. Yeah.
Her kid was a Xena cosplayer for her first con.
Nice.
Nice. Conan rocks here. He's got you with you, Chris. Their adventure. Conan was a way better Conan than Conan O'Brien. Okay.
I beg to differ on that
one. Victor says Highlander 2 never happened.
There was a second Highlander?
I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea.
Actually, a third one too.
There's actually a fourth one.
I know. That fourth one was like Christopher Lambert when he hadn't gotten work for forever. And it was him and the guy from the TV series, right?
Adrian Lambert from Adrian. Sorry.
If I'm not mistaken, he's a North Carolinian.
Who? Christopher Lambert?
Adrian.
Last name. I'm blanking.
I can't remember.
I know it, and I'm blanking now because I'm confused.
I know. As soon as you say it, I'll remember what it is. But
somebody in the chat will tell us.
But I think he's from North Carolina.
Adrian Paul is from the London, UK.
Okay.
Well, so much for that idea.
Yeah. Well, no,
right next door to North Carolina.
I'm trying to think of why. I think he's done a lot of work here in North Carolina then, because I know he's been in a number of, because I know people that have been in films with him in the area.
So basically, you're just trying to get him on your film, right? Is what you're
No. Would he fit in one of the sequels? I don't know.
Nah, he wants to cast that dude from Renegade, that TV show.
Oh, Lorenzo Lamas?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Greatest actor of all time. Even better than Chris.
Well, come on. Now you're just talking crazy.
No, acting wise. Now, writing wise, Chris is going to blow him out of the water.
I had a cameo in one of Mike's early movies, and it's the worst piece of film footage ever in the history of anything.
I actually still have it on VHS, and I keep threatening to digitize it.
So it's the worst thing ever.
All right, next time on SGU when you guys come on.
I know.
We'll debut it.
Yeah, that's
there you go. We have our first premiere on SGU.
That's our intro.
Our first VHS premiere, folks. Get excited. All right. Well, that's just true, listeners, mate. Given 2,000 miles into, well, just one ocean.
Yeah, just Atlantic.
But you're going the long way, I guess, or
I guess you go.
Yeah, he went the other way. He went the other. Well, that wouldn't be 2,000 miles.
That'd be a lot of miles.
That'd be a lot of miles.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go on to our first geeky improv game because we can talk about this forever, I guess. But thank you guys for all this great chat. You guys are awesome.
Great answers.
They were. Superhero marriage counseling is our next game here. So, folks, we need suggestions for you. Let's get these started, and then I'll explain more. But we need suggestions of fictional characters that you think would not likely be married. Now, even though it's called superhero marriage counseling, they don't need to be superheroes or villains. They can be any fictional characters from any geeky property you would so desire to throw out there. They don't need to be from the same property. You can just throw them out wherever the. Well, we know Julie was always going to throw out those good animated Disney ones, right? He's already got Chip there from Chip and Dale.
Oh.
Yeah, get ready, guys. Sometimes they're not humans.
No, after you. No, after you.
Michael and Chris are going to play these two characters that are having some marriage difficulties, unfortunately. And then Francis is going to be the marriage counselor, and Francis usually makes up some kind of weird persona to do as he does that. Oh, of course you don't. That's ridiculous. Yes. I'm just me. Yes, and then he's going to try to help them through this situation. As we're waiting for some more characters going, yes, Jalu, I'm going to, yes, thank you, Jalu. I will mention the Discord in a little bit later in the show and some stuff with that. We got some good choices. Oh, I got so many. Thank you, guys. I got so many guns to choose. I don't know. Are you both?
I think someone's.
Okay, Michael, you're Jabba the Hutt. There you go. You get for doing that. All right, so Michael's Jabba the Hutt, and I think Chris should be C-3po.
Hi.
Okay, I don't know where this is going to go.
Thank you to Jalu and who said Jabba? Oh, and Zendria. Thank you guys for those suggestions. Thank you, everybody. Those are great suggestions. I just chose those two because they'd be funny. By the way, Tammy, that would have been a great choice. I got to save that for some other time.
Cena and Mad Mardigan. Oh yeah,
that would be cool. I would love to see that, man. All right,
that would end in a 10-minute sword fight.
Yeah, that's how they solve all their differences, right?
Yeah.
And but they're so tired at the end, they're just like, oh, let's just have sex.
Those would be some babies, wouldn't they?
Yeah, hell yeah. Is Francis Chewy? I don't know if he's going to be Chewy.
I couldn't. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Right, this is from the Star Wars deleted scene. You are correct. Yeah. Oh, hey, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, I haven't seen you in a long time. We tweet sometimes, though. A fellow huge Scooby-Doo fan. So
nice.
Thank you for tuning in. This is great. Those are great suggestions as well. Weasley instead of Wesley.
Weasley.
Weasley Crusher.
You know, it'd be super creepy if it was Beverly and Wesley.
Oh, come on, stop it.
Stop, Wesley.
I actually last time Jalu said
yes, Jalu 3, absolutely,
well, last
definitely.
time Michael was on, actually, I did have a metal bikini on the superhero scene.
That's right, in the superhero.
I was metal bikini girl, I think was the name of the character.
Yes, and I was crotch sniffing something or other.
He actually just means that's what he does before the show normally.
Yes, yeah.
We weren't even playing a game. It was just something.
It just came up.
All right, so we've got Jabba the Hutt and C-3po as played by Michael and Chris, and Francis. There is the marriage counselor helping them out with their difficulties, and I will turn it over to Francis.
Marriage problems you have, yes.
We're doomed.
Tell me.
Doomed.
Problems.
Can I translate?
Oh, I was going to translate because that's what 3PO
Oh,
does.
that's right. You translate. Perfect. You're the translator.
He says his tail is too short. Really short.
Your tail, Tail not good enough for job, you say?
Yeah, I can't translate that.
What say you on this?
No, they said this could be rated NC-17, so you can translate it.
All right, keep going.
I don't understand why he wants me to wear the Leia bikini. I really don't. No, I'm not built that way.
It seems like he wants access to your data port.
The odds of him getting access to my data ports are 75 million to 1. Yes, I will tell you the odds.
Solo hunda dodo.
Well, what happened with me and Solo happened on the Millennium Falcon, and you know what they say about the Millennium Falcon. Well, we invited you, so shut up.
So, what problem do you have then, C-3PO?
His man boobs.
Jabba, why are boobs so high, so big for you? Yes, they do arouse me a little.
Okay,
here's where my tail would kind of come around into Francis's screen and be tickling the back of his head right now.
Feels good, that does. 3PO, why don't you like this? Oh, that's why they call him Salacious Crumb. A breast reduction you want, C-3PO?
Jabba, you know better than to trust a strange Wookiee.
Glasses need to be checked, you do.
All right, let's just stop it there. I think this is dissolved into like hilarious, just laughter at this point. Normally, we try to get the couple together, but I think Jabba's going with Yoda instead. Apparently,
Jabba ended up with the marriage counselor.
I'm sorry, I think I had too many beers before this started because I thought he was a Wookiee. I didn't know he was supposed to be Yoda.
Wait, you know he was Yoda?
Oh wow. I was going to say his Wookiee.
I like you were doing this for
his Wookiee impersonation was terrible.
Because he started out doing the Wookiee, and then I just carried it with me in my head.
It's okay.
Yeah, Chewbacca talks a lot.
My impressions are subpar at best.
No, I like your Yoda. It was good.
Away with your weapon.
Yeah, nice. That was good. Yes, this is definitely not safe for work.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, you're at a time where you're probably not at work, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew enjoyed that.
That was as good as the Star Wars special, and I think Mike should sing the Life Day song.
I don't know that. Darn it. Otherwise, I'd sing it as Jabba.
By the way, venture and industries thought you were Spock.
Thought you were
years.
Spock.
50 years too.
That would be illogical.
That's like that T-shirt. Hey, Spock, let's get.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, the one that combines Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who all in the same faux pas.
Yeah. Hey, Spock, let's see you and Gandalf get in the TARDIS, and we'll go out to see the Enterprise or something like that.
Right, something like that. Yeah.
Jalou is at work. Okay. Thank you for watching.
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, he may be working from home, so it's okay.
Oh, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jabba and Yoda equals Joda, or Yabba, I guess, right?
Yabba.
And then if they have a child, it's Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the rip for that?
All right. Yes. Should we make this episode a drinking game?
Is Jabba a Klingon? Sorry, that's funny.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. That was Super Marriage Counseling. Very good, guys. Good job there, guys. Let's go on. We got some more stuff coming up, of course, folks. We're going to do Let's Geek It on Dating Game. We're going to talk some Star Wars stuff a little later, like your favorite ships and vehicles. But now let's talk to our guest here. If you saw our show with Michael, you would have seen this, but if you missed that, or if you just like to hear about it again, we're going to talk a little bit about their film Broken Swords, The Last in Line. They are the co-creators of it, Michael and Chris. Chris is screenwriter and Michael's director. Since Michael told us about it last time, Chris, would you like to maybe start and tell people about the whatever you'd like to tell them a little bit about the story or the film?
So the movie is about a squad of soldiers in the middle of a war. They're mercenaries caught between two armies, and the entire movie is set inside a barn where they're pinned down as the two armies sort of advance towards them. Not them specifically, but they're in the path of the two advancing armies. So it's a character. It's a very deep. I think it's a deep character study. I mean, because it's set in one location, you're getting a lot of character. It's about the characters. It's not as so much about the war as it is about the characters. The war is the MacGuffin that keeps the characters pinned down in place, and so you get to see the characters' reactions and responding to events as it unfolds through the course of the evening, while as they try to survive. There's scenes where they come under attack from one army or the other. A lot of interpersonal stuff, though. That's the key to the movie. I feel like it's the characterization and the actors. I love what the actors did. I love what Michael did. I love everything about it. I mean, it came out way better than I ever expected. So, yeah, thanks, Mike. I really happy with what you did.
Aww. That was a very
they're being really nice to each other.
A little heartwarming.
Yeah, but this is to make up for the countless emails where he sent me feedback on what I wrote, and I wrote back, "Go fuck yourself."
Oh,
he just gave me a heart attack. Was that a compliment? And he called me Michael. Oh my god!
Yeah.
The feels. It's all happening right here. The feels. Little heart. Should I do a little heart? Oh.
How many coffee shop attendees inspired your characters?
Oh,
good question.
Not really, none, because they're generally speaking, those people I was in the coffee shop with weren't soldiers, so or pseudo medieval soldiers. And when I sit in coffee shops and write, it's not to do the pretentious writer thing. It's like I was telling you guys before you started. It's paradoxically the white noise of the people helps me focus when I'm writing, and also when I'm looking up from the screen to think, and I see the people. It sort of it'll trigger something, but nothing specific came from a coffee shop person to the characters. More what came to the characters was the music that I was listening to sort of get in the mood, and then the headshots Mike was sending me as he was casting it.
Ooh.
And a lot of those actors that he was sending me the headshots for didn't actually make it by the end, but I knew what he was going for because there's sort of like a tone or a feel. And I don't know if you did this, I'm sure you're aware of this, Mike, right? Like when you were casting some of the characters for certain roles, you maybe you rejected one or two, but they were sort of a theme almost like in their demeanor, I suppose you could say. So And also, a lot of when the characters came directly from Mike, because Mike was in the military, and he would say, "No, the leader of the squad, the sergeant, as you know, wouldn't do this or wouldn't say this. It'd be more like this, you know." So there was a lot that went into the characters, but very little from the coffee shop, you know.
No return. The guy who returned his latte wasn't like, yeah. Oh,
no, I returned. So I used to go. Okay, this was before. No, one time I was in there drinking coffee. I get the coffee of the day because you can get free refills. It used to be that way in Starbucks. I haven't gone to Starbucks in ages. Get free refills on the coffee of the day. And the guy gave me this coffee of the day, and I tasted it, and I was like, "Oh, it's disgusting." I went up. I said, "Dude, this tastes like monkey piss. What is it?" And he goes, "Oh, it's such and such flavor." And I was just like so put off that I couldn't write for the rest of the day.
All he could do, I was like, I just drank monkey piss. Like, oh my god.
I told you the hyperbole. Did I not mention the hyperbole?
I'm gonna say that's kind of accurate for some of those coffees. That's a little accurate.
Mike, someone's asking you what branch you were in.
Army. 82nd Airborne.
Oh, thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I was doing some banners there for people who were asking about it. Yes, who asked about the service thing?
Jalou and asked about the service,
okay.
And Zen said, "Yes, I love coffee shop writing too, and need the buzz in the background."
Yeah, I agree with you. I like writing coffee shops,
but it's qualified unless it's frequented, or unless you're at a coffee shop frequented by SCA actors.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, side of creative anachronism. Nice. Oh, Tammy says, "Go Army." Tammy also served in the military. Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, thank you, Tammy.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess she was in the Army. If she's saying "Go Army."
She also, though, I believe, was in the Navy at 1.2. She was in 2 different branches, actually.
Right. I have a friend that did tours with the Navy and with the Air Force.
Nice. All right, let's see here. Michael, is there anything else you would like to add about the film? Then
go watch it.
Well, yeah, first, we definitely want to know where the people can watch it. Let's take care of that.
It is actually available retail stores. I don't know if you're going to find copies now. You might be able to still find some online, but it is also available video on demand on like iTunes, Amazon Prime, because we got picked up for a Latin America and North American distribution for video on demand. So it was really exciting.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah. So I had to do the Spanish voice recording for Top.
Yes, he did. No, he didn't.
No.
Well, one thing, just to add to what Chris said about the character study, there were some things about the artwork that was done for our final poster and stuff like that. That I think when you see the cover of the DVD and on IMDb and stuff like that, and you see the cover of it, it's a little misleading because they really tried to make it look like it was another Game of Thrones kind of movie, and it's not. It's really more akin to movies like Hateful Eight or Reservoir Dogs. It's a character study and a very contained character study. So just that's the only caveat I get. Otherwise, please go watch it. Love to hear comments. You can write us on our website, which is brokenswordsforever.com. Or you can put the comments on IMDb or Amazon or iTunes or whatever you would like. But love the feedback, and if you like the movie, share it with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, folks, if you type in Broken Swords Last in Line, you can definitely find it in any of those places. I actually got Amazon. That's how I watched it. So it's definitely available on lots of different awesome platforms.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome, man.
When I got the notification that we were on iTunes, and I went and searched iTunes and it popped up, I was like, this is really kind of, this is so cool.
It's a dream, right? So by the way, Tammy said, Army 8 years, Navy 12. That's a lot.
Retired. So retired then, because she did 20 years.
Yeah. Wait. Do you guys have any plans to work on anything again, film wise?
If we get financing, because that's the hurdle right now. We've got plenty of material that we've actually written two sequels. So it's a trilogy we've got an idea for a trilogy of films. So we do have 2 sequels, but whether or not we can get financing, that's with a movie, when you write the screenplay, you don't really have the finished product, because the finished product is the movie. So you need the money to that. So Chris and I have also recently started talking about we might novelize the entire trilogy as a 3 novel series.
Nice.
And then that way, once we get finished writing that, it's actually a finished product, and we can try to see if we can sell it. But at the very least, it's still a finished product that we've done. So
I think that's a great idea. That's why I've been trying to do some novels of my screenplays. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And with this world, there's a lot that we could do, even beyond 3 novels, because it's a whole world environment we've created. So who knows where it'll go? But yes, we do have lots of ideas. We have some of them on paper. We have some of them prepped. We're planning to try to go to AFM and EFM. We were going to go this year, but of course everything got canceled. But we're going to try to potentially go to AFM and EFM next year with a number of scripts to see if we can potentially get some sort of financing to fill. It may not be Broken Swords. It may be some of the other scripts that we have, but there it is.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's great.
So go ahead.
Oh, just one last time, give them that website where they can find you.
BrokenSwordsForever.com.
All right. Go check it out, folks, if you haven't. After you watch the show, of course. All right, cool. So Jalu says Michael and Chris should come to FrefCon. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. That's a great segue, actually. Before we get to that, though, Zenjir was asking, that's why I had to try to do these real fast. We have our famous banners now we've been doing, these tickers along. Francis, you love these. What are you talking about? Stop pretending that you don't.
They're your Bruce Banners. I know. Right,
that we do across the screen. So just, Zenjir, here we go. Here's the first one that Francis will read you. This is breaking news that we always reveal on the show every
but
week.
Of course, I have to wait because it scrolls out of screen. This just in. Jabba the Hutt leaves C-3po for Yoda. Have large green babies with big ears.
All right, good. Thank you. That's important information.
Did you really just call them Bruce Banners?
Yes,
I came up with that last week.
That's awesome. That is so. It's right at the whole geek thing. That's awesome.
It was actually one of his better things. I think he's come up with. Yes. No, I'm sorry. That came out wrong.
Everything Francis does is better.
No, I meant it as a compliment. Like, you come up with plenty of good stuff, but it was one of your best, I should say. Let me put it that
was
way.
good.
That's
Bruce Banners. I like that.
All right, Zen liked that one. There you go. These are all for you. Well, they're for everybody, but I know Zen wants like a constant ticker going on the whole show.
And Francis reading them in the background quietly.
Great.
The whole time.
You like that, I think. All right, before we get to FrefCon, our Patreons are awesome. Those are people who support us every week. They give a monthly pledge. And folks, remember, you can also do that if you like to go to, if I can find my cursor here, patreon.com/super geeked up. You can pledge any amount you want. If you pledge $2 or more a month, you get access to our after hour show, which we're going to do right after this episode. That's special content just for you guys. It's going to be very Star Wars themed today. So you can stick around for that, or pledge right now if you'd like to be part of it. Anyway, but we like to give a shout out to people at a $10 level or more per month. That's part of their pledge thing. So Francis always has a fun time doing that. So go ahead.
Oh my God, this is a super geeky thank you to our super shout out patrons at $10 or more a month. Marie and Justin Duran from KLI Brand. You Slice. Craig Allen
Sword theme, good.
You Dice. Rachel J. You Make Julianne Fries. Victor Snyder. No More Tears from Onions. Ariella Strauss. Smelly Fingers, no more with your fancy blades. Nicole B. Can slice the tomato in half in midair. Kyle Schwab, a swordsman's heartthrob.
Yes.
I didn't do heartthrob like the last 3 times.
Yeah, I know. You got to bring it back.
I got to bring the heartthrob back. Zendria, who brings the ticker to my. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Stop.
Chop, chop, chop. Jalu, cutting through those tears with your blade. Oh, well, tears. Why don't I say tears? Onions and Cethos, of course. poking us with the sharp end, which is what you're supposed to do, a la Zorro via Antonio Banderas. You stick him.
That's right. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked us earlier who our favorite Zorro was. I forgot to put that on.
Antonio Banderas.
Is that your answer?
You stick him with the pointy end. Yeah, he's great. And then you have
you're doing Puss in Boots.
He is Puss in Boots.
I know, but that's not Zorro. He's different as Zorro.
No,
it's the
same.
It's not the same.
With a knight with a sword and some fancy hats.
You guys have a favorite Zorro?
And big, huge kitty cat eyes.
Oh no, yes. You have to feel sympathy for me.
All right, Chris and Michael, do you guys have a favorite Zorro?
Chris,
I guess I like the Antonio Banderas one, only because he's the more recent one. I don't know what came out. I don't know if they've done a Zorro since.
No, they're working on them, but they haven't done any.
I mean, I like the old pulp shows they did in the 40s and 50s, right? The serials, and I know they had a Zorro back then, but I don't know who it was. I mean, and you know, I grew up watching those on reruns on one of the channels in St. Louis, Channel 11.
Yep.
I don't know who he was. I loved him as a kid, but then when Antonio Banderas came out, I mean, that's the only one I remember. So I think I like him.
All right. What about you, Michael?
Confession, I've never been a big Zorro fan, so I really don't actually have a favorite one. I enjoyed there were two, right?
Two Zorro movies on town.
I enjoyed the first one. I wasn't particularly fond of
the first one. Was much better. I agree. Yeah, Tony Banderas is great. I agree. I actually am a huge Zorro fan. And actually last year it was actually Zorro's 100th anniversary. I went to the Comic-Con panel for that.
Nice.
Yeah. But also they talked about how many other kind of characters like that.
Wait a minute. That character has been around for 100 years?
Yeah.
Apparently.
I think
wow.
I think it's in. I remember reading that he's in the public domain.
I think they were saying like actually a lot of characters. I think like Batman and other people kind of actually got an inspiration from Zorro.
Oh yeah, no, Batman is hugely influenced from Zorro. Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm gonna go again with that '90s show. The guy's name was Duncan Rieger, who played him, and he was just great, man. He had a great voice. He played him. He looked great in the costume. Like I just really dug that. And Tammy says though, Guy Williams was cool when I was a kid. Okay, I'm not sure. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that's an older one.
Okay, cool. Okay, Julie says IMDb says that he's been portrayed by 10 actors. Okay, that's good to know.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the guy, that's a legend.
Iconic character. Yeah.
Character that's been around for a while.
By the way, thank you, Victor. I do get that bag of loose change every month, and I roll it up and take it to the bank. It's a lot of fun. Thank you.
He mails you a bag of loose change?
Yeah, you don't think that's normal?
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's how I fund SGU.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I can just see him pouring it into the bag and snickering to himself, going, "I can't wait to see Jeff's face when he opens this."
Right. It's like an unboxing. I video myself as I open the change.
Good.
Nice. It's like
By the way, I like this name that Zen has for the tickers now. She calls them frickers because they're France. I think Francis reads the tickers. Get it?
That's
frickers,
good too.
Yes, no, that's what they're called now.
That's good.
Like
Frickers.
Bruce Banners is just
I know, but we're also going to call them frickers as a secondary thing.
Frickers is an inside joke thing. Yeah. So if you want to do that, you could do that. Whereas Bruce Banners,
I'm going to answer Victor's his question. Yes, Michael would, and please stick it in a dirty sock.
Michael's changing the dirty
sock. I just want the
sock. Yeah, he's missing one. He needs that extra sock.
Well, those damn dryers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Speaking of frickers and Bruce Banners, here you go, Francis.
Oh God! See, there you go. This just in: more tables flipped on Super Geeked Up tonight than in any show in history.
That's awesome.
Okay.
When I play Warcraft, flipping tables is one of my favorite things to do.
That's not an emote, is it?
No, they have a toy. It's called a toy, and when you hit the button or you put it in your toolbar, you actually flip a table. So if you're in a raid and somebody does something boneheaded, you flip a table.
Oh, that's incredible. I love that. Now I got to go back just to do that.
All right. There we go. Remember, folks, again, you can support us at patreon.com/supergeekedup. Thank you guys so much for all your support, no matter what.
Support.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Or if you're watching, that's also thank you. We appreciate your subscribing and watching and commenting and all that good stuff. So since Jalou brought it up, I guess briefly we will mention. So the last few weeks, I guess now, Francis, right? People really in the chat have really been talking about this idea of FrefCon.
It's building momentum.
So we'll briefly describe it to you guys. First off, Fref is the ship name that the audience came up with for me and Francis. Francis and Jeff make Fref. So that's where that comes from. And they've been asking for a FrefCon, in other words, a convention for Super Geeked Up, basically, which would be a very small thing. We're actually seriously considering doing this next year. Sometime.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
But we also talked about, and obviously I know a lot of people won't be able to come, but that we're going to invite guests that have been on the show. And if we get somebody, we want to do the Battle of the Super Geeked Up Stars, like Battle of the Network Stars, and have all these competitions. Anyway, so I definitely extend it right on air here. Your guys are more than welcome. Of course, it's very up in the air now about when it's going to be, where, and all that stuff. We're trying to find some kind of central area because people are all over the place. But anyway, yes, we will extend that invitation to you guys right now, just while we're on the air. And of course, you don't. Well,
thank you. I will accept.
Yeah, me too. Except unless it's in New York, I'm not allowed to go to New York.
Oh, well,
really?
Don't ask. Don't ask.
The mayor banned me.
No.
All right. Well, it's not. You know what? It's not going to be in New York because it won't be on either coast, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Right. You're safe. All right. Cool. Let's see here. What do we got next? Oh, yes. One more last thing, folks. We do have a Discord for Super Geeked Up. If you support again at $2 or more a month, you get access to that. And we're doing a lot of chatting in there about FrefCon, but also just regular geeky things. We're talking about RPGs. I'm actually starting a tabletop RPG, and I got going in there if people are interested, and some Victor and other people are going to be starting some games. So you can, if you need the link to that, just let me know. I'll send you the link to join the Discord. It's a great way to chat with people, and then we can also do video stuff and our audio calls and stuff when we're playing games and stuff like that. All right, so Zen's really pushing hard for Vegas, by the way, for location. That's one of the choices for sure.
Yeah,
well, you know what? If you want to do, St. Louis.
You know what?
No. Right,
I actually Johnny
in the middle of the country.
One of our Johnny, a writer, a friend of mine, he suggested that, and I've never been there. I think that's a great suggestion. That is very middle of the country.
Both Chris and I are from there, so.
Oh, I didn't know that. So, do you like St. Louis?
No.
It's your hometown, so
it's all right. I grew to miss it when I was living abroad, so it's all right. It's got its own peculiar culture.
And they have Emo's Pizza.
Emo's
Pizza. The best pizza in the entire world.
I'm sure Google will prove me wrong inevitably, but I feel like St. Louis invented that whole super flat pizza that you cut into little squares, which is what Emo's is.
Oh,
best pizza. And St. Louis is the home of toasted ravioli, if you've never had that.
That actually is true. Yeah. Do you know here in Texas they have toasted ravioli? I haven't seen it outside of St. Louis except in Texas. But every single place that serves it puts jalapenos in it. Which actually is pretty good.
I was gonna say, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It actually, I don't like jalapenos normally, but it actually works with the toasted ravioli.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ravioli.
Good. I'm glad that we're trying to get hungry here in the middle of a show.
Yes. Well, the thing that I do when I go back to St. Louis, it does not matter what happens. If I go there even for 6 hours, I am going to Emo's.
Yeah, Emo's is the best.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to put that on the short list here.
Yeah,
and there's a lot.
I'm glad you brought that up. I thought that was a good choice.
There's a big con that happens in St. Louis, Archon, which has been around. That's where I met Stephen King. I went to Archon 6, which was in 1980, and sat on an elevator and then in a room with just 12 other people with Stephen King, and we just chatted about his books and stuff.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. Wow.
So is it Archon AR, like from the Arch? Is that where
ARC? You know what? It might be, but what an Archon is as well. But yeah, to be perfectly honest, this is going to be sad.
You never went to the Arch?
after 40 years, I never put together that Archon might be from the Arch.
That's why I'm here. That's why we couldn't come.
I know he didn't either because he's looking at he's
good. I came up with something.
No,
cool.
I didn't. I honestly thought it was more that pseudo medieval fantasy Archon, like the Avatar.
Well, probably is.
The
Or maybe it's a play on both of them, perhaps.
Never figured it out.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
We're a couple of dummies.
Comics are fun. Sticksboy says, "OMG, are you guys live? And I'm still awake. What's up, geeks and geekettes? Yes, we are still live. Thank you for tuning in. We go all night, not really, but we go a while. All right. And by the way, yes, I did put in the chat, folks. You're gonna have to copy and paste this, but this is Jalu did a little questionnaire for us in the Discord, or you can also just copy and paste that, and anybody can. This is like a questionnaire on like what cities, this is for FrefCon.
Right.
Yeah. This is for like possible dates that you would like to have it, months, locations, that kind of stuff. You can put it in there. All right. Oh, Zen says it is a very brief question thing. It's not a big survey. It's like a couple questions. It's not like you're gonna take 10 minutes to do it or something.
It's just binary, right? You just want to go, yes or no.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Cool. Yes, and Victor, I would love that. We're looking forward to that RPG you're gonna work on for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. There we go. That's FrefCon. Let's go to our next super geeky question, which is Star Wars themed. What Star Wars ship or vehicle would you most want to pilot or drive if you could?
I know
with Michael.
Oh,
sorry.
You're
Go
Chris.
Chris.
It's the one from the Clone Wars. It looks like the little personal chicken walker, the little personal AT&T. The little guy sits on it, and it's got the two legs, and it walks along. I'd want one of those because then if you roll up to the office on one of those, people would be like, "What the fuck?" It'd be the best reaction ever.
Wait, there's a personal walker? Okay.
Yeah, the clone troopers ride them. They're like, little.
Yeah, there's.
Little
I believe there's one. Well, are they like individual, Chris?
Yeah, they're individual.
Okay. Then that's not like the one.
They're actually called personal walkers. Oh, that's.
No, I don't know what they're called. I just saw. I don't know if it's the cartoon or the movie with the clone troopers, but the guy sitting on it like a little motorcycle seat, and that's all it is, with a couple of legs and maybe a couple of green machine joysticks.
No, that's what it says here in the Wikipedia. It's called the clone personal walker.
Well, you mean the Wikipedia, right? Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Wikipedia.
Venture Industry says the Bespin car with two pilots. How does that thing even work? Well, one controls
guy makes
altitude
coffee.
and one left and right.
One guy makes coffee.
One guy.
Yeah.
So the pilot stays awake. That's smart.
That tastes like monkey piss.
Yeah.
Right. Jalu likes the B-Wing, whose squadron is based on a Mon Calamari cruiser.
Yeah, B-Wing. A-Wing was always my favorite. I like the B-Wings too, though.
A-Wing, they're all cool. So X-Wing would be one of my choices. I still think that's the coolest. I love just the way the S-foils go out to the X formation, and it was just such a cool fighter, man. It can do light speed, it has some armor. Actually, in a couple of days, this Friday, I think the Star Wars Squadrons, I think it's called, comes out. Actually, the video game, which you can fly all these different things we're talking about. It looks really, it looks hot. Man. It looks like really amazing graphics and
like Microsoft Flight Simulator, but in space.
But Star Wars ships.
They had one of those in the '90s too. The whole X-wing series and the T.I.E series.
Oh yeah,
those were fun.
Yes. And this one, I think you can fly basically either side of things and all different ships and stuff.
I like the trailer they did for it. The cinematic trailer with the CG animated. Did you see that?
Yes.
I saw one trailer. I'm not sure which one.
The one for the TIE fighter guy. The guy with the TIE. He takes his helmet off. He looks like a samurai.
Oh,
he's got the top knot and everything.
I guess I saw an in-game trailer. Is what I saw. Oh. That sounds cool though. I gotta check that out. Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. Glad you made it. Says I can just imagine flying a TIE fighter. They seem so damn fast. They are super fast. Very easy to blow up, but super fast.
Well,
you don't want me in a TIE fighter because I would just keep hitting the eject button. I'd reset it, fly it, hit the eject button again. Just keep doing that over and over again because that looks like fun.
Victor wants to do Imperial Star Destroyer. Okay, that's a very impressive ship.
Nobody said the Death Star yet?
Chaz says an X-Wing or the Millennium Falcon. Nice. Oh, thank you. I didn't Versio here. Oh shit, you're right. Because tomorrow's Thursday, so it's gonna be at midnight. Thank you. I need to go download that.
You need to go now? Okay.
Guys, sit
Francis,
there.
I guess you're
That's fine. No, tomorrow, not tonight. Tomorrow at midnight, I should do it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. Just leave the show.
I've got to go. We know just priorities.
Jalud mentioned some things here like X-Wing v TIE Fighter, Wing Commander, Jane Sim series. Chris just joined us. No.
Hi, Chris.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Chris. We're glad you're here. Zen like Serenity from Firefly.
Wait, isn't it a Star Wars ship though?
No, Serenity is the name of the Firefly ship.
Oh,
it's still a good ship.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. How do you get Brian Poston? Is that Michael looks like Brian Poston? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't doing anything else because my comedy's not going over really well right now. So
He's about 2 feet too short.
Well,
during my shows and on TV, I always stand on a box. So
Apple crate. Well, Michael, what ship would you? I know you're a tremendous Star Wars fan. We got to be on Sean Schaefer's podcast special about that. We talked about a lot.
All right, yeah.
But what would be your ship of choice or vehicle of choice?
Well, first of all, I can't believe anybody didn't mention the Death Star. But because technically it's a ship.
It is. Yeah.
It's a moon. No, it's not a moon. No. But no, I think I would want to drive a Jawa trash trawler.
What?
Those things are awesome.
Yeah, they
Jawa
really
trash
cool.
trawlers, man.
They are really cool.
I mean, how much stuff that they can put on them, and you roll up in one of those to the office. Yeah, that big, huge side panel goes, kabam! C-3po comes wandering off, running away from Jabba.
I like the scene in the Mandalorian. Spoilers, if you haven't seen the Mandalorian, maybe you should plug your ears. But that scene in the Mandalorian with the Jawa sandcrawler when he takes it on by himself.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Perfect timing. Comics are fun. Just said it as you were saying it.
Oh yeah.
And yes, hey Kathy, thank you for watching. Appreciate everybody being here. Besides an X-Wing, one of my favorite things ever, which I would love to ride, is a speeder bike. I think those are the coolest fucking things ever, man. Mm-hmm. And I love it, man. And Jedi, I love the way they're whipping through the Force. Oh, they're so fucking fast. It's crazy. Like you got to be so good, man, to not crash those things. It's like
I'm just thinking you die as soon as you started the accelerator. 800 kilometers per second.
Well, here's the thing. An Ewok can fly one. Sure,
the Ewok flew one. He was really good. But here's the thing.
Ewoks have astronomical force abilities, so they just close their eyes and let the force guide them.
That's right.
They are one with the force, and the force is one with them.
That's right. I love Ewoks. Here's the thing. I don't think you should train on Endor. I believe you should train on Tatooine, where it's open space, on a speeder bike, and then you can move up eventually to Endor with all the
But at
trees.
those speeds, a grain of sand would just go right through your helmet.
Oh, well, all right.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you're not wrong.
Kathy says you'll crash within 2 seconds. Okay. All right. So let's see. Francis, right? We didn't get your choice, right?
Well, look, you think a speeder bike is going to be the one that kills you. What about a pod racer? You wanted
pod racing. Or this is pod racing.
Yeah, pod racing.
Well, the pod racer is not going to kill you. It's the mechanic that worked on it that's going to end up killing you.
or the canyon wall.
Exactly, the canyon wall. There's there's all sorts of things that can get in your way. That thing doesn't look like you could maneuver it properly anywhere. That thing is just a mess, but it looks really cool. You have two gigantic engines.
The audio effects on those pod racers was pretty awesome too.
I'm not gonna lie, you're right. No, you're 100% right on that. Just the sound of it, it's distinct, but it's pulling a chariot. It's pretty much just a chariot being pulled by two gigantic.
No, you're right. It's like the Roman
Ben-Hur in space.
Exactly. Yeah. Either that or
I'm pretty certain that was deliberate.
Oh, you're probably right. Yeah.
Knowing Lucas's pedigree, I'm pretty certain that was deliberate.
Venture Inc. says industries here. Jabba sail barge seems like it would be a good time. Take it out in the dunes with some friends.
That's a great one. That's actually a great one.
Have a picnic on the sand. Yeah.
Party boat like in the Ozarks.
It is like a party boat.
It's a party boat.
Well, yeah, he was like a party. He's like, this is great. We're feeding people to the Sarlacc. Yeah. Everybody have a good time.
I think it takes 1,000 years to digest you. You probably have plenty of time to climb out, I guess.
I mean,
just ask Boba Fett.
Well, speaking of Boba Fett, Comics Are Fun says Slave One, Boba Fett ship. He would like to do that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite ships in all.
I liked it too, but when I was a kid, I had the toy, and I never understood the logic behind the seat that rotated as it took off. You know, it was laying down, and the seat was like a bed or whatever. I don't know. And you put it upright and turn the seat around. It's like, why bother? You know?
Well, could he still see out even no matter what the seat was facing, or
no. So because it lands on its like back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it flies like vertically.
But it flies vertically, right? So the chair has to go from facing forward to facing upward.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. And it had a little crank on the side of the toy. You could turn to turn the seat.
I'm amazed they went that far with it. I'm
cool.
pretty surprised that they went through all that trouble.
Necrodia says he got Star Wars Episode 1 for 10 cents on VHS last week. All right.
Okay. Is that a VHS from the 80s?
Well,
episode 1.
He means episode 1. That would be, he means Phantom Menace.
Episode 1. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, if it was New Hope.
No,
I have my VHS. I have my VHS copy of Star Wars, which is not the special edition. So
yeah, that's awesome, man. That's fantastic.
Can I have your autograph? Can you mail it to me?
No, because it's probably, if I tried to play it right now, it'd probably melt in the VCR because it was played so many times. So I won't ever play it again.
You can actually talk about the fact that you still own a VCR. Why do you still own a VCR?
No, I think that's great.
I don't still own a VCR. I just have the tapes.
I had one as of like 2 years ago. I finally sold my Super VHS player, and I wish I didn't. Actually, I wish I still had it now.
Super VHS.
Yeah,
trying to hook it up to something though these days. You need all kinds of converters and attachments, and
that's all right.
You got to bring out
the go coaxial, right?
No. Well, I mean,
yeah, that's how you went in, right? Then we go either AV or coaxial, right?
Yeah, but I don't.
My TV is coaxial. I just bought this TV.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
All right, let's see here. People say they should be sleeping, but that's good. Just keep watching us. Don't go to sleep. Who needs it? All right, let's do our last game here. Francis, what's our last game for the
night? Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and get into some moods here because we're gonna play Let's Geek It On. 3 people are gonna play fictional characters on a geeky dating game. The 4th player, me, will be asking these contestants some dating questions and trying to figure out who they are. And we're going to actually ask you guys in the audience for character suggestions, but I'm not going to be, I'm not going to know. I'm not going to find out. I'm just going to sit here, ask those questions, and hopefully get them wrong. Who knows? I'll probably get them right.
Well, Francis, why don't you switch? Can you switch over to something that's not the comments or private chat? Are you able to do that or not?
I can't close it. I mean, I can leave it so I can't see anything. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So
we're supposed to look at the private chat now, right?
Yeah. Well, first let's stay in the comments right now, the normal comments.
Okay.
And people, you guys can start throwing some suggestions in. I guess try not to look at it, Francis.
I'm not.
Are these supposed to be Star Wars themed as well?
No, actually, they don't. That's a great question. They don't have. They can be any fictional characters at all from any geeky property.
Okay, so if you don't want him looking at it, so we shouldn't say them out loud either, right?
Correct. So folks start putting fictional characters in the chat that you would like to have on the geeky dating game. And then Chris and Michael, when you have one you see there in the comments that you like, go to the private chat and type the one in so I know what you're going to be.
Okay.
So Francis can't see it. Again, keep putting them in there, folks. And I know who I want to be.
All right, guys. I'm answering the FrefCon questionnaire while you guys do this.
Oh, good. Hey, FrefCon questionnaire. That's a great thing to do.
I don't know half of these characters.
All right. Put some more in, folks.
Old dude.
There we go. We got some ones going here that are pretty good for you. Scroll through all of them. We got some. You definitely know some ones there.
Yeah, I'm seeing some now.
All right. So we know Chris has his choice.
Oh,
thank you for all these great suggestions, folks.
I know which one I'm doing. Chris probably knows which one I'm doing too.
All right, let's see.
This is an in-joke, by the way.
Okay. All right. By the way, thank you, Inadvisable Science, who just joined us. That's a great name, by the way. We appreciate you watching us here. Thank you guys for everybody for all these great suggestions. So we've selected Francis.
Oh, you can come back.
Sorry, we're good.
Oh.
And you know what? I think people just keep commenting people, so we'll get all those off the screen so Francis can't see them. Most of them are already off the screen anyway now.
I'm still trying to answer one last question.
Charles,
you need to do your questionnaire.
Charles has one for you, Jeff.
So.
Yes, I'll show it because I didn't choose it. I already chose one to play, but I'd like that Chaz Zorro. That would have been great.
Zorro, yes.
I like Jalu 3's last one.
Which Marvin?
Oh, life! Don't talk to me about life.
All right, Francis, you all ready?
Yes.
All right. So Francis is gonna ask us some questions. We'll answer as our characters. The more questions he asks, we try to make it a little more hints about who we might be to help him out. Then he'll guess after 2 or 3 questions each.
3.
Let's go. I guess Michael, bachelor or bachelorette number 1, Chris number 2. I'll be number 3. How about that?
Okay. All right. Oh, all right. Hi, guys. Well, I got some questions for you all. So, bachelor number 1, if we were to go out on a very special date, where would you take me?
Well, I would take you to this great restaurant where we would do this. Well, I would make this wonderful meal for you, and it would be so good. And I would help you with everything, and we would have all kinds of things. We would sweep. I would sweep you to the Alps, and we would see the world, and it would be such a grand occasion.
Ooh, Alps. I love the Alps. I remember his TV show back in the 80s. Bachelor number 2, same question. If you're out to go on a fantastic date, where you take me?
Well, I would take you to my ship where I would pump you up.
Like with air?
No, with cargo containers.
Oh, that sounds painful, but I like it. Bachelor number 3.
Oh, hello.
Where would you take us on this fabulous date?
Well, as long as it's not I don't think we should go to a Mexican restaurant, mainly just because my best friend, we always go there. That's the only place we ever eat. And he has this special thing he created. I'm sure you never heard of it. Anyway, that's where we always go. So maybe we would go to a nice, fancy French restaurant instead, over in France, because then I'll probably be nearby when I get a call in to save the world.
Okay. I like it. I like saving worlds. Worlds are great. Bachelor number 1. I like gifts, and I would, I like to be spoiled a little bit. So if you wanted to give me a fabulous gift, what would be the most fabulous gift you think you can get me?
Well, I think I would definitely give you a box of chocolates from my homeland.
Wait, your homeland? Okay. What was your homeland?
We
again?
make excellent chocolates.
Oh, okay. Well, I like sure.
And I make them myself.
Okay. I love it. Thank you. Okay, chocolates. I love chocolates. That's a great gift. Bachelor number 2. Again, spoil me. What kind of gift would you get me?
Well, after I pumped you up, I would put you in the passenger seat of my ship, and we would pump our way through the Kessel Run.
Okay, well,
This is exciting and mind-blowing, and afterwards you would be so in the mood to get pumped up.
I love this pumping thing. I think I don't know. I do. No, it's my favorite. The pumping. Yeah. Bachelor number 3. What kind of gift would you spoil me with?
Well, maybe I could get you a nice grappling hook, and then you could join me on my missions that I go on all over the place to defeat evildoers. or maybe like a time travel device or a suit that just fits you perfectly, like a space age suit. But the best gift to give you, I think, would be a naked mole rat, because it made my best friend the happiest person in the world.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's good, because I like pets, but wow, you guys really like to exercise a lot. I don't know about this. I don't know this dating thing at all. All right, final question for all of you. Okay. So, I want you to tell me I want you to sing me your favorite love ballad. You don't have to sing it out loud. You can say it like a la William Shatner, because he's my favorite. He's my favorite captain. He's really good. He climbed a mountain once. It was really nice. So, bachelor number 1, what would you sing to me?
I will sing this in my native language.
Okay. Oh, the vapors. I have the vapors over that one. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can beat that one, bachelor number 2, but if you can,
Oh, I am so pumped. My muscles in my neck keep me from singing anything. But if I could sing, I would sing Happy Life Day to you after I take you to my best friend's home planet. And then we would pump a little more.
Jesus. All right, bachelor number 3, what song would you sing?
Well, one of my favorite bands is the Oh Boys. So I would probably sing their hit, "Hello, hello, hello. Can you feel me now? Hello." Or
Hi.
yeah, by the way, if that didn't work, just make sure you call me and beat me.
You call me beat me?
Yeah.
B-E-E-P.
Oh, beep me.
If you need me, call me and beat me.
I was like, between that and pumping up, I'm like, geez.
All right. All I know is the Swedish Chef is the one for me. Thank you, bachelor number 1.
Work.
Yes, Michael is the Swedish Chef, as Chris guessed here. By the way, hello, Alex. Thank you, Flutter John, for joining us. We really appreciate it. All right, what about the other 2?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is Han Solo?
Close. It's Hans from Saturday Night Live as Han Solo. It's because when Victor typed it in chat, I don't know if it was a typo or intentional, but it said Hans Solo, H-A-N-S. So I said,
I should have done, because
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Well done. I like it. Okay, now, I mean, Ron Stoppable would be it, but then you said your best friend likes the mole rat, so you must be Kim Possible.
That is correct. Good job.
Oh.
Yes, my best friend likes the mole rat. I am Kim Possible.
I was going to say, you can't be Ron if your best friend likes the mole rat.
Kim saves the world. Ron just helps out.
Oh, hey now.
No, look, Ron's my favorite. You know that.
I know, yeah.
But Kim's the main hero,
Oh,
the sidekick.
That was good. Thanks for that. Awesome. Well done, guys. Woo. Hans. I like that one.
That was great.
Going into the annals of SGU history, right?
Or the annals, if you want to say it.
Industries. Han Swallow. That's fun.
Oh, Hans! Oh, that's all right. Next time I'll have to say that.
I can't even find it here, but yes, I know it was somewhere. Here it is. Thank you. There it is. Yes.
Yeah, it was a typo.
Han Swallow.
All right.
Never pump me up.
All right, there you go, folks. That was Let's Geek It On. We're about to wrap up the main show here, but remember, folks, we will be doing Super Geeked Up After Hours right after this. We're going to be talking about our favorite Star Wars films. Mm-hmm. So you can join us for that in a few minutes. If you go to patreon.com/supergeekedup, right on the homepage, you will see a post with the link to the YouTube for the After Hours show. Just please go right there. And again, if you don't see it, just refresh it. It just takes me a few minutes to get that post up. So check that out. And I also remembered I have all these banners I made, and we never got the. Here we go. I got another one for you to read, Francis, before we have our guest. Okay. It's a long one, Francis.
Oh my God.
Keep waiting. Here it comes.
Wow. Oh my God. This just in. Tammy's daughter throws Xena chakram at Chris's head. Chris narrowly survives and promises to watch Xena on purpose.
Right. And one more thing.
Jeffy Quinn, the most tweeted picture on the internet today.
Today?
Is the truth.
Well, every day, really, but just, occasionally something beats it out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, folks. So once again, Michael and Chris, where can they find Broken Swords, the last in line?
It's on video on demand on like Microsoft, Apple, iTunes, Amazon Prime. I want to say there's one other one. I don't think we're on Hulu. But yeah.
No, I don't know Hulu.
Oh, where did Jeff go?
Jeff decided I can't deal with this.
He did decide to leave. He did. He's going to play Star Wars. He's going to play that Star Wars TIE Fighter game.
I just reserved the game. Now I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
that was close. Quick one. Close one. Okay. Sorry. So yes, and you gave out the websites, everything.
The website is brokenswordsforever.com. That's got all kinds of information about the film. You can see behind the scenes photographs. I'm actually working on a documentary right now of the making of the film. That's sort of a celebration of all the people mainly behind the camera. So,
oh, sweet. That's cool.
Interviewing a lot of the people that were part of production. So there are a lot of actors that are involved in it as well, but it's kind of really geared towards the behind the scenes folks.
Oh, very
well, yeah, those people are amazing. That's great. Thank you. People are giving us some nice thanks here. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you. I know we had some new viewers tonight too. Thank you so much for joining us. We'd love it if you could subscribe to us on YouTube so you get alerts when we have new shows. But we do it every Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern. And again, or any other way, if you'd like to follow us online or support us on Patreon, we would appreciate any support you could give us. By the way, this is hilarious. Tammy says her daughter actually did throw a plastic Xena chakram at her dad and hit her right in the neck.
Oops.
Oh.
If you don't know, folks, the chakram is a circular, disc-like weapon that Xena.
Hey, I've seen Krull.
Krull? Oh, Krull's cool.
Oh,
that's not a chakram. He called it a glaive.
He did call it a glaive, didn't he?
Yeah. It's very similar, though, right?
Yes, it's actually the same.
Well, it's actually not a circle. It's a center with three prongs that hang out.
A little different then.
But you throw it like a
disc. A disc.
Yeah, like a shuriken. Except it's bigger. It's about this big.
Gotcha. All right, cool. There you go, folks. Francis, of course, you can catch him at AKA The Other Guy. And I'm at Super Geeked Up on Twitter. Francis, also sinceresarcasm.net, right? Where you do some cool stuff over there. What do you got going on?
New show of Online Friend Simulator coming up in the next week. And I will fix the problems that are happening on the website.
Okay, that's fine.
Man.
You could have just not said anything. I didn't even know there were problems.
Hard.
Okay, well, this supergeekedup.com, as far as I know, there are no problems on the site. So you can go over there and check out all the geeky stuff we get up to and our gaming streams and all that cool stuff. And huge thanks to Michael and Chris. Thank you guys for being so much fun and for coming on.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for playing all our games.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
That's right. Comics are fun. We can argue circular weapons next week. That's a good idea.
Main topic next week.
All right. So I hope some of you can join us for After Hours in a few minutes. Go to patreon.com/supergeekedup. The rest of you, we hope to see you next week, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, right here. We really appreciate you guys for geeking out with us and joining us and all your great chatting. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.